Give me marine science, but make it black. Facing racism left and right. Tired of being the only black person in the room. I need to be the change I want to see. Hello, everybody. Welcome to 5 years of BIMS, Waves of Change. I'm your trusty founder and CEO, Dr. Tiara Moore, Dr. T, and I'm just so excited to just spend some time talking about this incredible journey. So here's what's in store, y'all, because again, y'all know I'm extra. BIMS is turning 5 this year, so I decided to do a whole series of these 5-minute episodes talking about the journey, talking about all the things we've been through, all the things that I actually don't usually talk about publicly. So, tea will be spilled. But anyway, so I am very excited for y'all to just hear some of the behind the scenes because, I've been looking at some stats, and for an organization to actually make it 5 years really means that you can start saying you're successful. You can really say that you are standing 10 toes down towards your mission and what you're going to be doing. So I even pulled out the original BIMS t-shirt to talk about that first moment, the spark. So welcome to the spark. I remember just being a scientist, just wanting to work in a lab, pipette, save the world. I remember writing in my personal statement when I was applying to grad school that I wanted to save the world. Yes, the entire world. And I don't think I knew what that meant. I just was being extra because it was me. But I see now that there's different versions of the world that need saving, and they need people like me who are bold, who are ambitious, who don't mind telling the truth and working very hard to get to where we need to be. So flashback to 2020, I'm sitting alone in my house and there is a lot going on. People getting murdered. There's people trying to bird and people are calling the police on them. And all of these Black in weeks started happening. Black Birders Week, Black in Chem, Black in Neuro, Black in Physics. And that one tweet of me alone in my apartment in Seattle saying, hey, where's Black and Marine Science Week? Where are we at? And it got all these people who responded. And I think when you tweet something, you just tweeting, right? Like who expect, like, might nobody see your tweet? Might everybody see your tweet? But a few people saw the tweet and people said, hey, we should plan something. We should work together to make this Black Marine Science Week. And I had a group of folks come together to support exactly that, a week of highlighting Blackness. But I think what I saw really quickly is that it was so much bigger than a week. And I think luckily because, I had my PhD and I wrote all these grants and I saw how the business of things worked, I knew quite quickly that we needed to have an organization. And then also people started wanting to donate to us. So just out of nowhere, just because of us being Black and excellent, people was like, oh, can we donate? Oh, can we give you money? And I'm like, oh, money? Why, yes, you can. But I knew that I couldn't just be accepting people money, like, who am I? So I knew we had to have an organization, a nonprofit, to where we could accept donations. So I worked full-heartedly, pulled together our board of directors, shout out to our founding board, to where we could actually be a nonprofit, but also file for our 501c3. And so here is really, again, something I don't speak about a lot, but what was very groundbreaking for the organization is that I was a full-time scientist. I had earned my position. I was doing my job. But then I saw that, hey, I could use my job as a resource to be able to fully organize and get Black and Marine Science set up as a standalone nonprofit. Because at the end of the day, I had earned my seat at the table. I was in all these different rooms. And I think the one beauty of being tokenized is that you're in the room and nobody expects anything of you. You're just there to check a box. But I was there listening. I was there learning, and I saw so much. And I knew that I could take everything that I learned and turn it into the organization that we see today. And to be honest, when you're in some of those rooms and you start hearing that big organizations are using prison labor in their conservation efforts and paying CEOs millions of dollars, I knew that there was a way we at Black and Marine Science could do something better.